Hey guys, Tia and Andy here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to pack light when traveling to a winter destination. Now, these kind of go opposite from each other. We always first of all talk about packing light, taking just to carry on our backpack, but then when we're talking about winter or cold weather, we talk about staying warm and staying dry. How the heck do you pack all of your warm gear and still keep it light? That's what we're going to tell you today.
But before we do that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. You do not want to miss all our tips and tricks coming up. Also, if you're interested in what we're doing day to day, then hit us up right here in Instagram or leave a comment down below. Let's go.
One is to check the weather where you're traveling to for the time that you're going to be traveling. This is going to help you determine what exactly you need to pack. For example, here in Canada, our winters over the last couple of years have been pretty wonky. Sometimes it's freezing cold and in the negatives, and 2 days later it's raining, sunny, and the snow is melting. So by checking the weather, you can decide whether you need a full winter coat versus maybe just a winter poof versus a rain jacket.
Now, just because you're going to a winter destination, it doesn't mean that everything you pack is thick and bulky. It actually is more advisable to bring many layers so you can layer up. It is very important to be able to regulate your temperature throughout the day.
So, with all of the clothes that you're going to be bringing, how do you pack it? Well, we've got 2 tips for you. Number 1, packing cubes. I'm going to repeat, packing cubes. Packing cubes have been our best friends when it comes to packing, especially when we're traveling during the winter. It really helps you fit and condense a lot of bulkier clothes into smaller spaces. Tip number 2, think about what you actually want to pack your stuff in. If you're getting off the airplane and walking to your destination for the night, don't forget there's probably going to be snow on the ground. So rolling a carry-on bag with wheels through the snow is not fun. Usually in the winter, we recommend taking a backpack instead of a carry-on with wheels.
And that brings us to our next strategy. It's something awesome, something free, and everybody should be able to take advantage of this, which is to wear all your big bulky items on your person when you go to the airport or into your car. This is really great. It keeps your pack or suitcase nice and condensed, and you still have those big warm items with you. Okay. So now we talked about the packing strategies. What are some things that we should be looking out for when you're packing for a winter destination?
Well, number 1, you're going to want waterproof boots. I know it can be really tempting to wear your fancy boots like the knee highs or, you know, your Uggs. But realistically, if you're going to be out and about and exploring in winter weather, you want a good waterproof insulated boot. Now, I personally have 2 options. I've got my Sorel boots. These are super comfy. They're really fuzzy on the inside and they are insulated. They're also waterproof on the outside, which is a plus. My second option is more when we go hiking. These are my Kodiaks. You can see they're a bit more of a tougher boot. They are also thin-insulated on the inside, so they keep your feet nice and toasty warm, and they give you really good support for hiking.
The next things that you want to protect are your extremities. So your fingies. It's always advisable to have gloves or mitts. If you are the type of person that gets cold real quick, mittens are advisable as your fingers are together and they keep each other warm.
Finger buddies!
And also something to protect your head. So you do lose a lot of heat through the top of your head, so it's always advisable, to put something on.
The next thing you've probably heard us talk about in quite a few of our videos, it's your layers, and the first one being your base layer. We always recommend merino wool as your base layer. If you can't afford a merino wool shirt because they are a little bit pricey, any type of wool really will do. What you really want to stay away from is cotton. because cotton is going to absorb any moisture and any odor that happens when you start to perspire or sweat. So any type of wool is a better way to go. It's gonna wick that sweat away and keep you dry.
Another type of material that you can go for is anything synthetic or polyester. Same type of deal like Tia was just talking about. It simply doesn't retain water the way cotton does.
Now, the other two layers that you have on top of your base layer are gonna be your mid layer and your top layer. Mid layer is really up to you depending on how cold or how easily cold you get. I usually wear a nice big thick sweater. Andy goes for a lighter sweater or a hoodie. And then on top of that, we've got our jackets.
All right, if you are going to somewhere that's really cold, like last year when we went to Johnston Canyon to explore out in Banff, then you're definitely going to be wearing some sort of snow pants. These are big, bulky items, and I know we just told you to wear them onto the plane, but don't do that for these. They get extremely hot, and even for the people that get super cold, it's just too much. So pack these away in your suitcase, backpack, whatever your carrying thing is, and put them on top of the layer that you will be wearing on the plane.
Well, that's it, guys. Our list and tips and tricks on how and what to pack for a winter destination. If you have any questions or you have any additional items that you think we missed, put them in the comments below. We'd love to hear what they are. And if you like our video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. All right, we'll catch you on the next one. Tia and Andy, out.